but interrupting it isn't a case of interrupting it as soon as you see it start casting. You want to interrupt it as soon as it begins its channel, not its precast, because the ad will do a precast before and then start channeling. What you want to do is wait for him to complete the precast and interrupting when he's channeling, not before. That's for the ads, and obviously when the ads are up, the top priority for everyone to kill ASAP, and you keep them interrupted as best as you can. We'll have an interrupt order in the note as soon as I sort that out. Then, apart from that, each section of the room will be blocked off because of the tentacles. You need to kill the hemorrhages to make sure that the tentacles despawn and the room frees up again. Now, for the second set of tentacles, as you can see, there's only 2 markers because it splits the room in 2 as opposed to in freeze. So the melee will be between green and blue, and the range will be all the way back at purple for the second set of tentacles as they make a V shape across the floor. So whenever you're doing that, your goal is if there's a tentacle down, you burn the shit out of the hemorrhages. Unless there's a gaze of madness up, and then you burn that down. Hemorrhages top priority over the boss itself, so don't be DPSing the boss when there's tentacles down. And that's pretty much it for the first phase. The big challenge of the first phase is basically not to push the boss when there's bombs out on the raid. The other thing you'll need to do, either Volcan or Maeve, whichever one of you is fastest, directly behind Zolf where he is now, you want to put a gateway right down the corridor that we can all use as soon as he phases to go straight through the corridor immediately with the gateway. And then we split on Mythic in the second phase as opposed to all going one side. But we'll go over that once we reach it. For the time being, I'm just going to set the note.
Was there some ball dropping?
Yes, on Mythic, whenever you break the carapace on the boss, as in the absorption shield, he'll drop a big blue orb on the ground. Same for when you break it on yourselves, because he puts the membrane on players too on Mythic. If you break it on yourself, you drop a big blue orb as opposed to a little yellow one. And the big blue orb, when you walk into it, if you have below 100 sanity, it does an AoE regen of sanity to everyone near it. So you need to make sure if you're going to pop an orb, you pop it with other people in the vicinity. Don't take it for yourself, because they're supposed to be shared together as a group. In the first phase, it doesn't really matter that much. You can just pop an orb if you see yourself getting low on sanity. But the first phase will be over so quickly that you shouldn't need to do that. Yeah, I'll sort the note out now.
So if the shield goes on you, you want to try and break it?
Yes. Because if you keep the membrane on you, it'll deal damage based on the amount of absorption that is left to you directly. So you always want to break it by standing and stuff. Especially in the last phase, but we'll see that once we get there. Heal, Klossika, which side did you usually go on, left or right in the second?
Right. Yeah, right side.
Okay. Okay, so the group's set up. As for the assignments during P1, we're going to pull and then see what the damage is like and see if we need to put some more people helping the rage or some more people helping the melee.
I will burn you from the inside out.
Let's do some pulls and let's see how we get on. So remember, when the tentacles are about to come down, ranged, you want to position yourself not on the blue marker because that's just an indication, but kind of want to position yourself here where I'm standing now when the tentacles is about to come out, so you're in range of the ad whenever it spawns, and you can also have a good advantage of all the hemorrhages, but that's only when the tentacles are about to come down, not before. And for the healers, actually, I need to split you guys up. Alright, Wonder, when the tentacle's about to come down, you need to go with the ranged, okay? On blue.
Yeah, I did this last time here.
Alright. Okay.
What side do I go to though?
You're going right, I'm going left. 1
Okay.
and 2 is in phase 2, 1 and 2 is left. 3 and 4 is right if we do get to phase 2. It's in the note.
Gateway.
Alright, healers, you can see your names in a note. Klossika, you're staying with the melee when the tentacles come down, and the other healers, you're all going with the ranged. Okay?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You shall pay for this treachery. Gateway.
Let madness consume
Rapture.
Soon.
you. Impervious,
Evacuate.
unyielding.
Soon.
Impervious,
Tentacles now, get ready.
let madness
Oh, this is when you go with the ranged one. Never mind. No, next try you start on the boss and then we'll swap. Probably better.
Yeah, that was probably the case.
Counter.
Soon.
Counter.
Gates of Madness ad first. Everyone.
Counter.
Soon.
sanity's forfeit.
Psychic scream.
Gaze is still up, ranged. Needs to be dead before the tentacles.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Just wipe it. Stack up and get bombed.
Soon.
Got a lot of people low on sanity. I forgot to remind Falcon and Maeve, when the tentacles come down, you both go directly to purple and you have to deal with the hemorrhages on that. Yeah, Falcon was Maeve. I don't think Maeve.
Yeah, I didn't want to run it. I wasn't close enough to teleport, and I didn't want to run under the shadow. But I know I can have more time this time.
Okay, that's fine. You two should basically be there at the back. If you can't keep yourselves alive, then that's something we need to change because it used to be Destro Locks doing it, but now I know you both athlete.
Gateway.
Oh,
I'm
Maeve's Destro actually. Okay. I'll try anyway. If you struggle with staying alive, then you might have to get a self-heal talent or something. Or just burst harder.
I think by the time I went over, it was on 50%. So when we're both there from the start, it should be okay.
Feast. Put it down. But yeah, Wonder, you start, and then 2 stacks, the tentacles will come down, and then I can take him, and then you can leave.
You had a 1 stack though. It arrived, so I think only 1, and then I go.
No, I AMS the second.
Ah, okay.
You can AMS stacks.
I do know, but I didn't know you were MIs.
Oh, okay. Then remember, guys, the eyeball ad, top priority. As soon as it spawns, you need to be ready to burn the shit out of it. It needs to die ASAP, because that thing fucking hurts. And it's more dangerous than the tentacles staying down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I did it again.
Pay for this treachery. Gateway.
Let madness consume
Soon.
you. Impervious.
Evangelism.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Go. Tentacles.
Sure.
Strategies forfeit.
Eyeballs coming up. Get ready.
That.
Now.
Associate. Evangelism. Counter.
Soon.
Counter. Or mastery.
Unyielding.
Counter.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Let madness consume.
Alright, once you're at dead, get the hemorrhages.
Point down.
Take him off me.
Soon.
Impervious. Unyielding. Let madness consume you.
Move him to blue now.
Fail you.
Second set of tentacles now. Range at the back. Go. See that? Need to be right on purple.
That.
Sanity spreads.
Add. Eyeball.
Forfeit.
Soon.
Counter. Counter. Rapture. Tremor totem. Counter.
Soon.
Impervious. Unyielding.
Will I kill the hemorrhages now?
Rapture. You shall pay for this treachery.
I'm gonna get mind control in 5 seconds. On hold call.
Champion, guard your sanity.
Move him to the next tentacle. Wonder.
Impervious.
Counter.
Yeah, you should never get mind control in this phase.
I blinked into someone's fear bomb.
Soon.
Thoth is restoring his flesh, champion.
Holy fuck. Okay, let's go. Yes, I did. 1 and 2 left, 3 and 4 right.
Champions, N'Zoth is luring us into the core of his... I dare not enter that foul place, lest I lose myself to his madness. Strike him down.
Soon.
Stay stacked as tightly as possible, guys, and follow your tank. Let the tank be the one popping the blue orbs.
Evangelism.
Soon.
Impervious. Let madness consume. Void approaches. Let madness consume. Let madness consume.
Soon.
Time.
Void approaches.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Let madness consume you. Sanity's forfeit.
Soon.
Impervious.
Soon. Soon.
Go stacked.
Soon.
Don't do it.
Oh, that's what. Yeah, yeah.
Soon.
Okay, well, at least the DPS is even. If you were all alive, we would have done it at the same time. But yeah, that's the second phase. Once you get all the groves down, then it goes directly into P3. There's no dead zone where you DPS him in the doorway for a minute. He just runs immediately into the last room. So the faster you are in P2, the less health he has in the last phase, which is very important. But yeah, that's basically phase 1 and phase 2. As you can see, getting into phase 2 effectively really depends on how you phase them, because you phase there right as the tentacles were over when everyone's far in the back of the room, so you lose a lot of time. So you want the boss to basically phase just as everyone's in position to get into the corridor, so we don't lose any time. But yeah, it means we'll need to stop DPS like we used to, especially with all the extra damage we have now, because we don't want the boss to phase early.
Know my hunger.
I am the greatest of my father's sons! Your end is come!
You wish to test me?
Once that probably 30 seconds, not a minute, 30 seconds is over, the assist will do a big red circle around it and explode and stun everyone inside of it. So you want to go one assist at a time and shrink the ones in your path when you're on them and passing through them. Don't do the ones that are ahead of the group. Yeah, well, it's only for his wind rush. I'll change that later.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You shall pay for this treachery. Nights that Gateway. Rapture.
Sanity's forfeit.
Soon.
Impervious, unyielding.
Collect.
Evangelism. Tremor totem.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Tentacles.
Let madness consume
Healing tide.
Add. With the eyeball.
Counter. Counter.
Soon.
you. Impervious, unyielding.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Strategies forfeit.
Get the boss when you can.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Right, off the boss, everyone. Range, get into position. Stop DPS. Stop DPS. Don't touch him.
Soon.
Second set now. Get into position.
Tremor totem.
DPS hemorrhages until the eye is here.
Rapture.
Don't touch the boss.
Sanity spreads.
Eyeball. Kill it.
Let madness
Counter.
consume you.
Soon.
Lore mastery. Counter. 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 You shall pay
Soon.
for this
Fail
treachery.
you.
Don't touch the boss. Kill the hemorrhages.
Strategies forfeit.
Champion, guard your sanity.
Soon.
Get ready for phase now.
Is restoring his flesh.
Go.
Do not relent.
Use the gateway as soon as you're here. Go to your sides.
Stampeding roar.
1 and 2 left, 3 and 4 right.
Rapture.
Champions, N'Zoth is luring us into the core of his mind. I dare not enter that foul place, lest I lose myself to his madness. Strike him down.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Void approaches.
Lore totem.
Strategies forfeit.
Soon.
Rapture.
Bombs out of the group.
Tremor
Soon.
totem.
Impervious. Strategies forfeit. Void approaches. Strategies forfeit.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Strategies forfeit.
Soon.
Void approaches.
Soon.
Impervious. Let madness consume you.
The light has spoken.
Res high lower.
Soon.
Impervious. Unyielding. Void approaches.
Watch the red circles.
Soon.
Lore totem.
Alright, jump down. Everyone go. Put a gateway down immediately. Everyone focus on it.
Foils burst. My fury spreads.
Well, that gateway's far.
You shall pay for this treachery.
Everyone get on the gateway.
Void approaches.
Use it. Go.
Healing tide.
Alright, now everyone stack tight in front of the boss. Ah, fuck. If you get membrane on you, go into the black shit. Spread out.
Tremor totem. Stampeding roar. madness.
Move. Sin.
Impervious. No more.
We were all getting along. So
Sin.
Could not withstand.
Okay.
I know what the problem.
Any repair bots?
Yeah, drop one. There's one down. Okay, so I put the markers down now. Obviously, I couldn't put them down until now. Yeah, we stack directly on top, just before the gate, not on top of it.
gateway.
But the gate will be like behind us. You can put the gateway directly on the red marker, and then we stack just off of it, and then as soon as the black shit spawns, we all gateway.
How do we deal with the positioning? Do you have map for it still?
We did. I just need to find it again, and also reset all the names.
So, is there a way to click the gateway without seeing it?
Yes. If you watch the guide that we put up, it explains that you need to set a keybind for focus, mouse over, or whatever. I don't remember what it's called. But you need to make the macro as well that Klossika just linked. That will allow you to, that when you click that macro, it'll automatically interact with whatever you have focused. And then you can click the gateway without needing to actually click the gateway. So you can just immediately focus the gateway and then do that. With a macro, it allows you to focus whatever you're mousing over. So you mouse over the gateway, click the macro, and then you need to set in your keybinds. I can't remember what it was. Interact with mouse over, right? You go to do the key bindings targeting, and then you set interact with mouse over in that list to something you can easily press. And then allows you to mouse over your focus, which will be the gateway once you've done the macro correctly, and then you can mouse over your focus target on your frames and then automatically interact with it without having to click it.
Gateway.
So there's a gateway down now, so you can test it on the gateway that's down now and see if your macro is working to focus target.
Huh. You have no target.
Okay, I got the first part down, but what's the second part with the interact?
You need to go to your key bindings and go to targeting in your key bindings. Scroll down until you see interact with mouse over, and then set that to something you can easily click. Okay? The key binding is something separate from the macro. So what you'll need to do is you need to first use the focus macro on the gateway to focus it. Then once it's focused, You put your mouse over your focus frame of the demonic gateway, and then you use that keybind, and it'll automatically gateway for you without having to click on it.
I can't find the internet.
It's key bindings. You go to targeting.
Yeah.
And scroll down. Interact with also. Baldric, can you not set your keybind to your push to talk key, please?
Yeah, it's control.
Well,
Can tell.
if
But
you
it doesn't work.
if you
Interact with-
if you focus that gateway, when he places the gateway again, will your focus disappear? Because technically,
Yeah.
the gateway is disappeared.
You need to refocus if a gateway is changed. Yes, so you'll need to reuse the macro during the fight. You need to focus it in P1 when you use it down a corridor if necessary, and then another time in P3 you'll definitely need to focus it and use a keybind again. So if the gateway is changed, the focus doesn't stay. You need to refocus.
How do I interact with focus though?
Have you focused? Have you focused the gateway?
Yes.
Okay. Now, have you set your keybind to interact with mouse over?
Yes. But it interacts with mouse over, not with focus.
Yeah. You mouse over your focus frame of the gateway, and then you
Oh,
use the
yeah.
keybind.
I got it. I got it.
Okay. So everyone, make sure that you've got that working, because there's going to be 20 people stacked right next to the gateway, and there's no way you're going to be able to click it. So you need to make sure that that is working.
I got it right, but now I can't focus the gate for some reason.
Is your focus already set to something else?
No.
Well, did you set the macro correctly to focus mouse over?
Yeah, it was working like 1 minute ago, and now it's not.
Reboot the macro. Was there a feast?
I don't know. I don't think so. Here.
Huh.
Any chance that somebody has the map we used for the bombs? I can't find it.
It was on the website, right?
No. Just checked. We put it on Discord. Alright, never mind, I found it.
One is boss, yeah?
One is the tank, which will be inside the boss, yeah.
Tips on 13.
I'm gonna make a list of the numbers now.
No, does not work now. Just stopped working. Very strange. I did nothing.
Maybe it's a defective lock, bro. Maybe it's the lock.
Gateway.
Yeah, I used it, but it's off cooldown now.
There's no fetch to
There's no keybind for interact with focus. There's only a keybind for interact with mouse over. You have to focus it and then mouse over the focus. If you mouse over the gateway, you're just going to interact with the players on top of the gateway. The frame of the focus frame. That's why you need to focus it before, and then it's ready for when you need to interact with it with the mouse over.
Yeah, because it was working like before, but now it just tries to interact with the gate when I mouse over and press my focus macro. I am mousing over the gate itself. Yeah, I can't even, because you can target it and you get a frame for it. I can't even target it. I don't get a frame for it.
Then your macro's not working. If you're not even getting the focus on the gateway, then your macro's broken. Remake it.
I've remade it 3 times. I can try again. It was working before though. I can try again.
Well, try clearing your focus. I don't know what to suggest. It should work.
Yeah, he changes the focus.
Do balance druids have a blink now, or is it you still dependent on wild charge?
Wall charge.
Okay. Okay. I've made the list for the last phase.
Can I be 15?
I've already made it. I'm not changing it. Alright. So make sure you all look at, you have Progress Raid News Discord open in your other thing. I don't know why the fuck. It's updated. It's uploaded
Really,
the file.
12?
Why is it uploading the file? I just want the image. Whatever. Let me put the image.
The guy was always at one of the outer lines.
I put you in melee. You want me to put you further out?
12 seems hard. stack next to Rick. Okay, I can do that.
So who is who there?
Alright, so if you look at Discord, there's a map with numbers on it. That's the map of the final room. Now each number is a person's position when we spread for Madness Bomb. So each person is their own number, and is an image of the list. Here. This list is basically your number corresponds to your position on the segment. The red lines are obviously the red cysts that cover the floor, which separate each segment of the room into different pie slices. That pie slice is reflected in every single time we move, basically. The three numbers that are past the line, 18, 19, and 20, consist of the two mages and Slinky. Your job is to go to those numbers with your bomb as soon as you get them, as quickly as possible. Mages, so you can blink across the wall of red cysts, and Slinky, you can heroically leap across and go to the position on 20, and then you stay. And we all stack up underneath him as normal. The only time we spread is for these bombs, and whenever we do spread, you need to go to your position, nowhere else. Your position is sacrosanct. Do not steal anyone else's spot. Always go to your same spot every time. The only time that might, even then, you have the bomb will not explode. The tentacles are down. So they will be on just before your bomb goes off. So you wait for the tentacles to slap down, and then you move into your position when it's safe. Don't be on your position even there's a tentacle coming down, because you're just going to get fucking killed. So if your position is covered in a tentacle or covered in shit, you wait until it's clear and then move into it for the explosion. The very important thing is to spread out, because these bombs drain sanity each one you get hit by, so you only want to get hit by yours, nobody else's. Alright. Anyway, that's all the preparation done. I hope everyone's macro is working and focus frame or whatever, and let's get the show on the road.
You want another cauldron?
Guess, yes. Got another cauldron down? Yes. We'll take flasks.
Can't focus the cauldron.
Can I banish the cauldron?
Banish Carapace, sneak past him.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gateway.
Sanity's forfeit.
Rapture.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Evangelism.
Okay, go.
Let madness consume you.
Rapture.
Images.
Earthen wall totem.
Eyeballs.
Human tide. Counter.
Soon.
Counter.
Weapons fail you.
Counter.
Soon.
Impersonity's forfeit.
Take the boss, please.
Hide down.
Range, you should be focusing on the tentacle directly in front of you.
Weapons fail you.
Stop on the boss now. Don't touch him.
Let
Everybody off.
madness
Get into position.
Soon.
Go. I didn't mean to taunt. Hemorrhages, stay off the boss, please. Eyeball now.
Counter. Soon.
Evangelism. Counter. Counter. Counter.
Soon.
Hemorrhages now. Stop patting on the little lads.
Let madness consume
Into position.
Champion Zoth is restoring his flesh, champions. Do not relent.
my strength.
Alright, let's go.
Unending.
I'm gonna have to move the boss out of the fucking tentacles then.
Spirit walking.
People can't control their cleave.
Stand to the ground.
Champions,
Rapture.
N'Zoth is luring us into the core of his mind. I dare not enter that foul place, lest I lose myself to his madness. Strike him down.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Earthen wall cover.
Sanity's
Soon. Soon.
weapons fail you.
Tremor totem.
Let madness consume
Soon.
you. Impervious, unyielding. Let madness consume
Soon.
Barrier.
Soon.
weapons fail you. Sanity's let
Resmave.
madness consume
Soon.
you. Weapons fail you.
Cool down.
Let madness consume
Soon. Spread.
Rapture. I found.
Yeah, it was a bomb.
4, 3,
Alright, you're all dead.
1. Clear. Soon.
Wipe it.
final truth awaits.
Don't bother following him, just stay here.
Chosen.
Right side is too slow after the third assist.
Too slow in what way? In moving or in killing?
Moving towards the first group of 3 on the right side.
Move. Soon.
Could not withstand my rage.
Yeah, well, you all died to assist bursting, so I think you are moving too slow. Yeah, it does, but you're mostly ranged, so you don't really have to move as much. The only melee you have is you, Skrea, and Wanda. So you just need to make sure that you are burning the group's assists down as quickly as possible, and then you just make sure you don't die to a fucking cyst. Yeah, loss of ignite on this fight is very much felt. Unfortunately, they were very, very useful on this fight. Fire Mage Ignite used to just deal with the hemorrhages itself, and Fire Mage Ignite is used to melt the growths on the right side, but nerfed. Anyway, still doable. Yeah, removed, same thing. So yeah, it's still doable. We just need to make sure that you keep the pace up and you don't get caught out by cysts. It's also the job of the tank to basically clear a path for everyone, so everyone follows behind the tank.
3, 2, 1. Gateway.
Strategies forfeit.
Soon.
Impervious. Unyielding.
Collect. Soon.
Evangelism.
Impervious. Unyielding.
Go.
Strategies forfeit.
Rapture.
Ready for eyeballs? Now.
Counter. Counter.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Soon.
Impervious strategies forfeit.
Take the boss.
Spirit Walker. Tremor Totem.
Off the boss, everyone. Stop DPS. Just stop at 70%.
Soon.
Don't do too much damage.
Impervious.
Champion, guard your sanity.
Let madness consume you.
Torn.
Soon.
Okay, tentacles.
Unyielding.
No eyeballs.
Lay on hands.
Pass.
Sanity spreads.
Healing tide.
Strategies
Counter.
forfeit.
Soon.
Counter. 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 Earthen Wall Totem.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Hemorrhages now. Get the fuck off the boss. Don't stack them, just keep them away.
Strategies.
People will just cleave them if you do that. Alright, get into position, don't touch the boss. Finish the ads.
Totem.
Focus the gateway if you haven't.
Soon.
Impervious.
Alright, push him.
Strategies forfeit.
Eh. Bomb stay out, everyone go, gateway.
Do not relent.
My strength
Go in.
is unending.
Got some of you are just standing around doing nothing.
Rapture.
If your macros worked, you wouldn't be doing that.
Champions, N'Zoth is luring us into the core of his mind. I dare not enter that foul place, lest I lose myself to his madness. Strike him down.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Void approaches. Strategies forfeit.
Soon.
Evangelism.
Soon.
Impervious. Let madness consume. Void approaches. Strategies forfeit.
Soon.
Earthen Wall Totem.
Let madness consume.
Soon.
Void approaches.
Soon.
Impervious. Let madness consume.
Spread.
Let madness consume you.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
4, 3,
Was high lower? No, you can't. No, you did.
Soon.
Okay, let's go. Jump down.
That was good speed on right.
Some of you are pretty low on sanity though, so be careful. Stack up on red, everyone. Focus the gateway. Yeah. Focus the gateway.
Move.
Stay. Go. Gateway. Everyone stack in front of them. Stack tight. All together. You can get membrane, then you need to go into the black shit and face the raid.
Spread.
Move together. Okay, spread now. Watch the slaps. Go to your spots. Stack up. Watch the tentacles. They stacked.
Move.
Where are you going? Move.
Soon.
Let's just wipe. Boss wasn't positioned properly.
Select. 6, 5, 4.
Shouldn't we use potions for speed on the second phase? I mean, third phase running.
If you have them, then yes. You use them on the one that says sprint. Speed
Oh, you got
potions.
it. Oh yeah, I see that. Never mind then.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I couldn't get to my side because I stood on the opposite side for membrane, and then I didn't have enough time. But luckily, next to 7, there was enough room for me to stand. But next time, I won't do that.
Gateway.
If yeah, I definitely stood on the wrong area, but it caused no casualties. But that's not the point. Well, no, I mean I didn't hit a single person with my circle, but I shouldn't have been there in the first place. But yeah, when I get membrane again, I probably won't have time to get to the other side. Should I just stand on the black shit on my side?
What do you mean?
As in, I had the membrane, I needed to clear it by standing in the black crap, but I didn't have enough time after it had been dispelled to get to 18 because I hadn't had blink available.
Okay.
So I try and get as close to there as possible, but I couldn't run across the red shit without blink.
Well, the bomb lasts for quite a while, so you do get quite a bit of time to get into position, but it's just bad luck if you get membrane just before the bombs when you're supposed to be the furthest person. But save your blink for getting across, because that's the most important thing. But we do need the membranes broken, so that is important because we need the blue orbs.
Assuming I have to stand in the black shit, like if I stand in the mycelial growth, it's not enough damage.
It's not enough. No? You can, you can stand in the black shit, then leave, and then finish it off in the red shit if you want. But the red shit isn't enough.
Okay.
A question. What happens if we kill the red shit early?
What red shit? Where on the
Yeah,
third
yeah.
phase?
Yeah.
Same thing as it would in the second. Do you want to clear the cysts when the bombs have stopped? When Infinite Darkness is about to come in, you look at the timer, it's about 10 seconds. All arranged. Swap to the first two Sis closest to the center and as fast as possible to clear the.
I was just wondering if I could pick a fire roll and have.
It'll cause a red circle and explode and stun anyone that's caught in its path. So try not to hit them at all unless it's absolutely necessary.
And we do that for everything apart from the first one.
Sorry?
We kill for the ranged killing those two nearest ones. Is that for all apart from the first because we use a gateway?
Yeah, you don't bother with the first because we gateway across. For the second one and the third one, you want to DPS the two closest Sis to the center to shrink them because we're running through them. For the first and the fourth, we gateway across, so don't bother.
If you do want to know that.
Okay.
Any speedboats to give, guys, so just gonna have to rely on either get them yourself during the break or just speed boost the fuck out of them. Fortunately, we don't have any.
There are some in the guild bank, but I cannot get them.
Do they share cooldown with the other potions?
The Lightfoots used to share cooldown as DPS spots. They probably will.
For 40 gold each.
Okay, I've put the stampeding roars in the note as well. Seeing as balancers can stampeding roar now. And aims, it means you need to put anti-magic zone. Put it down.
When?
Your name is on the third, so you put it just before it comes in. So we mitigate the explosion. And then, yeah. Riku, are you expecting to win rush? By any chance?
Nope. Do you want me to?
No. Wordless. Well, Wordless, would you prefer Graceful Spirit? Or do you not use that talent? Wordless?
Grateful Spirit?
Okay, I'm guessing you don't use it. It's on the same row as your Windrush. Do you use it?
No, barely. I use
Okay.
different.
Alright, you can drop the Windrushes then. They're in the note. Okay, anyway, that was a good try. We just need to get down on the Insanity Bomb spreading, which is the hard part of the fight, and that's pretty much it. Once you can get through that, it's smooth sailing to a kill. Who needs Lightfoot potions still?
I don't have one on Malt, but I feel like I don't need it.
No, that's a major. Anybody who doesn't really have any speed boost should get one. People who have blinks and insane mobility don't really need it.
Well, that's assuming that one of my blinks is back off because I have to blink over, take the bomb, and then blink back.
It'll be back in time.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You need a speed pot as DH, what the fuck? Are you RP walking?
Yeah.
Still faster than a walk.
Soon.
Our speed ports work exactly the same as the DPS ports. On a 5-minute cooldown regardless.
Soon.
They share cooldown. Go. Eyeballs.
Sanity spreads.
Earthen wall totem. Counter.
Soon.
Counter.
Fail you.
Counter.
Soon.
Imperfect sanity is forfeit.
2. 1. Clear.
Where's the move?
Soon.
That was my bad.
Should stop again.
Yeah, stop on the boss.
Let madness consume
Soon.
you. Impervious.
Positions, tentacles.
Sanity spreads.
Add.
Sanity is
Counter.
forfeit.
Soon.
Counter. Counter. Counter.
I'm getting my controls to stun.
Guard your sanity.
Unyielding.
Rapture.
Let madness consume
Get into positions.
N'Zoth is restoring his flesh.
And it's too early.
Do not relent.
Let's go.
you. My strength is unending.
Spirit tracking.
Champions, N'Zoth is luring us into the core of his mind. I dare not enter that foul place, lest I lose myself to his madness. Strike him down.
Soon.
Impervious, unyielding, void approaches. Let madness consume you.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Let madness consume you.
Evangelism.
Soon.
Friendly totem.
Let madness consume
Soon.
you. Let madness consume
Spread.
void approaches.
Soon.
Impervious. Let madness
2.
consume
1. 2.
Spread.
Let
1.
madness consume
Soon.
weapons fail you. Void approaches. Sanity is forfeit.
Soon.
Might just wipe all right sides dying.
Final
Don't follow him.
my chosen.
We already had one shot.
Boils burst. My fury spreads.
In the first phase, please pay attention to the boss's HP. If he's at 70%, don't fucking touch him anymore. Just stop DPS at 70 and then get into position for the tentacles. Don't touch him.
Soon.
Can't keep phasing very bad times. There's Pujari was dead screwed. He had one Latina.
Not withstand my rage.
you over DPS it, he phases early and everyone's out of position. Especially when on the second set of tentacles, the range is right at the back of the room here. They have to run all the way to get into the. So we want to phase right when everyone's ready to go straight into the corridor. So we don't waste travel time, because the shorter P2 is, the less health he has in P3. Makes P3 easier. So plus if we phase when bombs are on people, then they get stuck here.
I got mine bombed way at the back, trying to get over.
By someone else or by your own bomb?
Oh, by my own bomb. And then I was left behind, so there was no one here to heal me.
Here's the hammer. The jumping work.
Also remember, guys, to stick together as a group. Move together as a group, don't fall behind, don't go ahead. Especially with the absorption seals, when they're up you want to break them together so you all soak the blue orbs together.
Keys, please.
Hellstones, drop them. Is that even English?
Gateway.
Let madness consume you.
Focus gate.
Rapture.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Collect. Soon.
Weapons fail you. Let madness consume you.
Evangelism. Earthen wall totem.
Sanity
Eyeball.
Asphyxiate. Counter. Counter.
Soon.
Counter.
weapons fail you.
Rapture.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Let madness consume you.
Spirit walker.
Hey, boss. Off of the boss, everyone. Stop DPS. Stop DPS.
Soon.
Go get into position.
Let madness consume you.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Sanity spread.
Eyeballs.
Or mastery.
Sanity's
Counter.
Soon.
Temperatures now.
Soon.
weapons fail you.
Stay off the boss.
Madness consume.
Guard your sanity.
Go get into position, don't touch him. Go focus the gateway if you haven't. Get beside it.
Soon.
Don't touch the boss. Bombs out now. Push him now, everybody.
N'Zoth is restoring his flesh, champions.
Stay out, gateway, everyone. Gateway bombs.
Stampeding roar.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Champions, N'Zoth is luring us into the core of his mind. I dare not enter that foul place, lest I lose myself to his madness. Strike him down.
Soon.
Impervious, unyielding void approaches. Let madness consume
Soon. Spread. Soon. 5, 4,
Sanity's
2,
forfeit.
1.
Void
Clear.
approaches. Sanity's forfeit.
Soon.
Impervious, unyielding.
Tremor totem.
Sanity's forfeit.
Soon.
Void approaches.
Where's Albert Pig?
Sanity's forfeit. The final
Good jump. Let's go.
my chosen.
Can't keep dying in a big red circle, guys.
Psychic scream. Stampeding roar.
Put a new gateway down as soon as you're there.
Grip.
Foils burst. My fury.
Everybody focus it. Don't be on it, just focus it, please. Stay on red. Don't move. Go. Gateway.
Impervious, unyielding.
Barrier.
Everybody stack.
Soon. Collect.
Impervious, unyielding. Delirium.
Spread out. Bombs. Go to your marks.
Tremor totem. Rapture.
Damn.
Protection. Eyes bound. Lay on hands.
Burn the ads. Alright, desist. Okay. Someone hit them when they weren't supposed to. Run.
Weapons fail you. No more.
It's just why. That's what happens if you hit the assist too early. There's no gap for us to run through.
Collect.
I got a little problem here in this phase. It feels like my spot when we spread out is just under the tentacle slam.
Tentacle slam happens first, then the explosion, so you can easily move to your spot. You have like 3-4 seconds. I have the same thing, so.
Okay.
That can happen multiple times, but there's never a time where the tentacle slaps as your bomb is exploding. So you just get as close as you can, wait for the slap, and then move in.
Okay.
And don't spam interrupts on the ice, please, at the first phase.
Yeah. Make sure that when you're positioning for that you do not accidentally get slapped, because if you die, you explode. So.
Yeah.
You make sure you're in range of the gateway, and also that you refocus the gateway. That's why the gateway can't be on the marker, because if people are standing on it, it's impossible for you to focus it, because you'll focus the players instead. Everyone stacks on the marker, and the gateway will just be off of it, so it's visible to people. We'll take a break after this try.
After the kill, you know.
Yes.
Let madness consume you. No weapons fail you.
Evangelism.
Soon.
Impervious, unyielding.
Off the boss. Slaps.
Let madness consume.
Thread.
Hemorrhages. Now the eyes.
5, 4,
Counter.
2. Soon. Clear.
Impervious, unyielding.
Soon.
Impervious energies forfeit.
Sacrifice.
Stay off the boss. Just kill the hemorrhages. Stop DPS on the boss. Don't touch him. Get into positions.
Soon.
Impervious, unyielding. Energies forfeit.
Soon.
Impervious, unyielding.
Rapture. Rapture.
You pick up the Ads Wanderer and stack them up somewhere near the hemorrhages. I'll keep the boss away.
Counter. Counter.
Kill the eyeballs.
Or master. Counter.
Soon.
Get on the hemorrhages. Stay off the boss.
Energies forfeit.
Champion, guard your sanity.
Don't touch the boss. Finish the ads. Go get into position. Get into position. Focus the gateway if you haven't. Alright. Start DPSing. Bombs out.
N'Zoth is restoring his flesh, champion.
Bombs stay out.
Do not relent.
Go everyone.
Champions, N'Zoth is luring us into the core of his mind. I dare not enter that foul place, lest I lose myself to his madness.
Rapture.
Strike him down.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Void approaches. Let madness consume.
Soon.
Rapture.
Soon.
Weapons fail you. Let madness consume you.
Soon.
Weapons fail you.
Evangelism.
Let madness consume.
Soon.
Spirit walker.
Void approaches.
Soon.
Impervious.
Bombs out.
Madness consume you. The final
Jump. Let's go.
my chosen.
Norm. Tremor totem. Phase 3.
We should all be at like 90, 80, 90 sanity here. Some people way too low. Stack on red. Stack on red. It's a gateway. Fuck used it. Yeah. You only use it when he's called, guys. Use it earlier, you're gonna wipe us.
Yeah, that was my mistake. I misclicked.
Wipe it. Just go into the black shit. 5 people dead at the start.
I mouse over to focus, but I accidentally mouse over and scrolled. Which
Yeah, you weren't the only one. There's 3 people at Gateway.
I think I probably started it off, to be honest. I wouldn't.
Yeah, well, people shouldn't be fucking cheap. They should be listening.
If you jump off the edge on that phase, by the way, it doesn't do any damage to your gear.
Okay, well, let's take our break now.